7:54 right now. The Dr. Oz Show starts, believe it or not, season 7 today on Fox 4 with a promise to help us all balance our lives. Good morning to the good doctor. Are you one of these people who doesn't take enough vacation and is answering emails at 11 o'clock at night? Because that's not balance.
No, I tend not to do that, although I'm once in a while pinched into a corner. As a physician, you have no choice but to answer those. And as you know, I still practice once a week, so I get caught once in a while. But generally speaking, we're all pulled in 100 directions. No matter whether you're a doctor or hosting a show like you and I are, or just trying to keep your life together, or doing anything in life, you're getting pulled. So what you want to do is develop a strategy. We call it the blueprint for balance, and it's going to be a big focus of the show this year, because when I go around asking people what they're worried about, that's actually more important than their physical health. They feel that mentally they're not where they need to be. They're foggy, they're cloudy, they're anxious, it messes with their sleep. And people can cope better if you just give them the tools. And we're at an iconic moment in our nation's history now, because we actually have the right to go see specialists in those areas. That wasn't the case even a year or two ago. But today you can go see somebody to get help in those areas and really get somewhere. That's going to be great. Very useful for all of us. Now, for me, to get started, get my brain started, and frankly my body started, it's about 2 cups of coffee every morning. You're going to take a look this week on the show at a couple of different ways to get that jolt other than a good strong cup of coffee. Well, I don't mind coffee, but I don't think you should take it first thing in the morning, even if you're hosting a morning show, because most people don't really need coffee early. They need it around 2 hours after they wake up. So save your coffee, because coffee is sort of a false promise. It doesn't really give you energy. It takes a withdrawal from your energy banks and then gives it to you. So it's your energy, it just gives it to you earlier in the day, and so by the afternoon you run out of energy. Instead, what I tell people to do is have a lot of protein in the morning with some fiber. Then energetically you'll have the desire to keep moving in whatever you're doing. Your brain will feel resuscitated. And then when you take your caffeine, take it mid-morning. Then once you get past 2 or 3 in the afternoon, there's 2 tips. That I personally I take naps in between things if I have even 5 minutes free. Literally, 5 minutes is enough to get me where I need to be. But the other thing is green tea, which has less caffeine, but a lot of the other phenols, chemicals that we know give people energy. So I think that's a nice little trick for folks to adapt later in the day. Plus, you don't put cream and sugar in it, so it's pretty good for your waistline as well.
An awful lot of people you see out and about smoking these e-cigarettes, and I know you're not a smoker and probably never have been, but you experimented with one, and we'll see that this week as well.
Well, this year, I want to be a field guide for folks. There's so much information coming at them. Just to simplify the world, we're going to do things for you so you don't have to do them. So I'm actually going to smoke an e-cigarette. And I'm going to put an EEG leads on my head to see what's going on inside my brain while I'm doing it. And I'll share that with you because I think it's better than you doing it on your own. And I'll probably be able to figure out better than you can whether the benefits or not. In fact, all season long, things like CPR, which today's show we're going to focus on how to be a superhuman, because people have that trait. We're going to show you stories of people who saved other people's lives, because the rules have changed, and if you know how to do things like CPR with the new techniques, you can be much more effective. And remember, you will most likely drop dead in front of someone you know, and likewise, you'll be able to help someone you know when they drop dead, because we spend time with people we know, people we love.
Right.
So show up in their lives too.
Yeah, I'd love to put that helmet on myself and have somebody tell me what's going on inside my head some mornings. Dr. Oz, we're going to see you at 2 o'clock, as always, on Fox 4. Thanks so much, and here's to a great season 7.